This is our 06 Grand Caravan. We put new headlights. Because we've removed the stow and go seats, we now have storage on both. Gotta pop this one. What used to be where the seats went. This will be our closet. We've made a little leather organizer to put different things. This is the driver's seat. This is the under the bed lighting. You can actually change the hue of the color. The bed is supported by the seat belt anchors. This would be considered shore power. The way this works is there's a cord right here, and this makes that one bank of plugs live. The only time that those plugs would be live is when this is plugged in, which I doubt I'll ever use. There's your 2,000 watt Harbor Freight inverter. There's my little fuse panel that I put in. Basically all the few things that are in the van. We have an 11-gallon water tank. We have a 4-gallon shower tank, and this is the controls where you pick you open the sink up and you close the shower off, so that when you activate the switch or the button, whichever way you've got this flowing. So if you want to take a shower, you just close the sink off. You would just close the sink off and you'd open the shower up, and vice versa. This is our water level. Check the voltage. Another light switch here, which will turn on lights in this little compartment that I created, or this same switch turns on lights that are in the storage compartment, and they're actually underneath the shelf. Or it can turn on lights that are under the seats. Each set of lights has a switch on it that can be turned on or off So if I come over, turn this on, I come down here, I can turn both panels on, or just one panel on, or I can have them off. And so with that switch over there on, I can go through each one of these and turn them on. And the ones that are underneath here, they're a little bit trickier. It's right there. There's your battery. There's the car battery. Got a 150 amp fuse running to the back. Up between the driver and passenger seat is a hole in the floor, and the hole actually goes down to where the spare tire under the vehicle is. And in that hole, this is our fan, which can move 550 CFM, which is cubic feet per minute of air. It's a squirrel cage fan, and it fits on top of the hole like that, and then it's pulling air out of the cabin and sending it underneath the van into the spare tire, not directly on the ground. And it can go, you can turn it can be whisper quiet. And we've put the screens in the windows. I've simply tucked the screen in behind the plastic, both on the top and all the way around. And amazingly, it works well. And these windows, when opened, you can't reach in them. They're perfect windows to screen. And this is the cable runs to the battery that's considered the house battery in back. This is the wire that runs to the battery that the vehicle's using as a starter battery. This is a switch that allows you to connect those two together. This is the positive from one, it's the positive to the other. When I put those together, these batteries are one battery. When I put them in that mode, they're separate. I've got separate switches and lights to show how many volts as each battery has, so that I can tell. And as I'm driving down the road, we can just engage them, and the alternator will charge the extra battery. And I've also installed a 200 amp alternator. Yeah, there it is. This is our pop-up. Can be used for the shower. And then, of course, pillows, kitchen stuff, the ramps, pillows and comfort stuff. Here's our shower, our hot shower, and it runs on propane. The propane bottles are down here. This is, we intend on trying to do some cooking, so we've got some cooking stuff. We got the coffee pot, which the inverter will run. We've got these candles we're going to experiment with. They're with this little lantern. Here's our propane. We have the butane camp stove. Here's this is some accessories that I've made. That this actually slips between the mattress, and then you leave this stick out, and it gives you some compartments when you've got living room mode. Just some of the items that we're going to carry. Parts to the table, our sleeping bag, shovels, ways to go to the bathroom, some paper towels. That's our refrigerator. The Jackery will actually exclusively run the refrigerator. We're going to use the Jackery, and it will charge itself on the vehicle when we're driving, and then when we're not moving, that's how the fridge will be powered. And then of course here's our Icemaker, the tent, and then over here we've got our chairs, the table, and a few tools that I'm going to bring just to be prepared. That should be it. There we go. Now we can see, and they're dimmable. I can dim them down so that's not so bad, or you can have nice and bright. But you can see the map well with the lights. It works. This is a map of the national parks, and it's on fabric, and we glued it to the ceiling of the van. So when we're in bed, we will dream about all the places we could go. And while we're in the living room, we've got the table here that we can swing out so that we could play cards, we could eat, and it's very comfortable and squeaky. And then there's a Icemaker right here, which we'll actually run when we're traveling because we like ice water, so we'll make our own ice while we travel. It has no problem with the 2,000 watt inverter making ice. In fact, it doesn't use that much power. So I can swing this over, and if we want to look in the fridge, see what we got. And we've just got some stainless that we had that we're going to use as separators. The refrigerator can either be a fridge or freezer, so you can set the temperature that you want. And then it's just bungeed. It's just held here by bungees. And then this just swings back out. So now it's time to turn it into the bedroom. We'll take this basket, put it in the front seat, and these little pillows will also go up there. I'll do the same with the big pillows. And we just put the cushions up on top of the down, and then you slide the board, the second board, which is kind of heavy. It's three-quarter thick. I guess you'd consider it marine plywood. It's birch plywood. And then you just re-put the three cushions back. Get some pillows. And the plug for the coffee maker is right next to the kitchen. That coffee maker will make 5 cups of coffee in 7.5 minutes.
Okay.
And pop that open. Unlock the latch. And you swing this out. Little thumb screw to keep it out, and then all the mainly kitchen, your Dutch oven, your solo stove, all your cooking utensils that you need, everything, spices, sugar, extra coffee, trash bags. It's all in the back side here, and then your shower, your hot showers in here with your levelers, your table, and then if we want to swing around, we could just pull it and see what's in there. This has got, that's your table. This is the extra food and everything that was packed with the propane bottles in it. There's your drain. And then in the back you got,
There we go.
You got your butane stove, your extra butane, Vail Tent. This is your shower. This is where you hook the propane bottle for the shower. Of course, your sink is up top that you have access to with your both water. You've got washing water for hand washing, and you got drinking water, which we only put. And then, of course, I'll show again out here. This is the this one's drinking, and this one down here is your shower or hand washing water. We won't worry about it being purified water. Of course, your power cord for land power. Yeah, that's my air shocks. Hi, I'm Vince.
Hi, I'm Tammy.
And we're making this video just to share, because when we bought our van, we thought we were just going to use it to sleep in case we couldn't find a place to stay. But after watching van videos, we got so inspired that this is what we built. So now we have a camper. So thanks again to all the people that share. And the reason we're sharing is for the same reason, that maybe someone else will get ideas. And so that's it. Thank you.